Hello, my name is Maria, and those of you who have been checking out my YouTube channel know my name is Maria, and my topic is always how to make money on Fiverr. And if you're looking to make money on Fiverr, trying to figure it out, you're either on Fiverr already or you're thinking about getting on Fiverr and you're trying to determine, can you really make money on Fiverr? The answer is yes. The other question you might have is, what can you sell on Fiverr? What are people actually selling on Fiverr? Well, before I go any further, if you found my video, hopefully, and my other videos to be helpful to you, then please like and subscribe. Okay? I don't work for Fiverr. Fiverr's not paying me a dime. I like to share information with kindred spirits, individuals who are freelancers, have an entrepreneurial spirit, and want to make their own money. That's me. And so, kindred spirits are those who are like me, who want to make their own money and express their own talents and abilities and earn money by expressing their own talents and abilities, okay? And providing services as well. All right, so today's topic is what's selling on Fiverr. I'm not going to be able to cover everything that's selling on Fiverr because on Fiverr, they're selling everything from A to Z. And I mean that. So we're just going to cover just the tip of the iceberg on what's actually selling on Fiverr. And I'm doing this just to kind of give you a little teaser as to what you can sell on Fiverr. Okay, or just give you an idea of what's being sold on Fiverr. What is Fiverr all about? Fiverr's been around for probably about 20 years now, and when it started, you could only sell your item as a seller for $5. That's why it's called Fiverr. And then over the years, of course, Fiverr has opened it up, and now some people sell their items for $5, $10, or services or products or whatever. Some people sell them for $1,000. So there's no limit anymore. It just depends on what the demand is from prospective buyers. And so, yeah, Fiverr is, I wasn't on Fiverr for a long time. And I'm a voiceover artist, and I was paying, having my information on sites that were exclusively for voiceover artists. I was paying like $500-$600 a year on 3 and 4 different sites and wasn't getting any work. And so I said, you know what? People kind of talk down about Fiverr, and they say, well, if you go on Fiverr, you're going to get lowballed and all this. And, they're going to stay with they recommend staying with the sites where you can get big bucks. But you can sit there on that site hoping for big bucks and nothing may happen. But meanwhile, you're going to be paying that big fee for being on the site. So that's why I switched over to Fiverr. Fiverr does take 20% of your final fee, and they also take, I think it's 20% out of if you get a tip, they take 20% out too. But if you have yourself situated in a way that is conducive to getting you work on Fiverr, 20% is not that bad. And I have been quasi successful on Fiverr, and I don't have to pay $500-$600 a year whether I get any work or not. So if I get the work on Fiverr, you pay. If you don't get the work, you just you don't get the work, and you're not having to pay a yearly fee. Okay. So speaking of what's selling on Fiverr, I have created a list of 10 easy peasy things that's selling on Fiverr. It's a list along with the description of some of the things that are being sold, and people are making money. If they can make money on Fiverr, I'm thinking to myself, that's what I thought to myself, I can make money. If I can make money, you can make money. And so what I laid out here through my YouTube channel is a blueprint, strategies, insight, tips. I have, I have paid my dues. So what I'm sharing with you is information so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Okay, Maria has already been there, done that. But anyway, so if you go to FIVERRMakeMoney.com, the link, and you'll see the link on my my channel, the YouTube channel that you're viewing right now, and also in my video descriptions, you'll see the link. Go to the link and get the freebie Doesn't cost you a dime. Just get the freebie. You can download it or read it online or whatever you want to do, and you can see it'll give you a really good idea of what some people are actually selling on Fiverr and making money. And some of the stuff is so easy peasy, but it doesn't mean that that's what you want to do, because you are an individual and you have your own talents, abilities, training, experience, interests, creativity, and all of that. So we're not the same, but there's room for everybody. So, speaking of making money, I just want to share this with you so you know I'm not just talking. I have made almost $9,000, almost $9,000. Can you see that? I have sold almost. Wait a minute. There we go. $9,000. I have earned because I work really hard at it. Almost $9,000. I've just earned some money just recently. So once I get paid by Fiverr, we'll say release the money. I shouldn't say by Fiverr holds your money from the buyer for 14 days. I don't know why, but they do. Once they release it, I will be pretty darn close to $9,000. Now, that's not huge. I'm not a millionaire, but it's money, and it's through my hard work and the services that I'm offering individuals. As I said, I'm a voiceover artist. So, without any further ado, let's just talk a little bit about some of the things that are selling on Fiverr, some of the items, some of the categories. So just to give you a little tip, I'm not going to try to cover everything because it's like thousands of different items or services that are actually being sold on Fiverr. And so I'd be here all night and you'd be like, okay, that's enough. So anyway, let me just give you an overview just to give you a little bit of idea. And I have a little cheat sheet in front of me because there's so many items I would never be able to remember all this. So graphic design, which includes, and I'm just going to go over this briefly, logo design, what else? Graphic for streamers, website design, resume design, illustrations, AI artists, pattern design, font design. What else? Flyer design. I'm just skimming over this. Book cover design, label design, catalog design, menu design, signage design, image editing. So this is just giving you an idea on graphic design, interior design. So it covers a broad spectrum. Architectural graphics. This is all on Fiverr. I mean, did you know that? No, it's not just silly stuff that's being sold on Fiverr. This is some heavy duty stuff. Fashion design, email design, car wrap. Sometimes you see the cars with the wrap for the design. Promotional for an advertisement. What else? Fashion illustration, trade booth design. All of these services are being sold on Fiverr. What else? Product description, translation. So if you speak another language and someone says, well, I have this particular whatever in Spanish or whatever other language, Arabic or whatever, and if you are trilingual, bilingual, whatever, you can actually provide that as a service. Cover letters, we're talking about resumes now, creating resumes. Ghostwriting. Ghostwriting is when someone has an idea. If I have an idea for a book, but I don't want to take the time to write it, but I have all the ideas that I want to have in the book, well, I can hire a ghostwriter on Fiverr who will follow all of my ideas, who will, write the book based on my ideas. And of course, I have to be the one to approve it, and I will use my name as the writer, and the ghostwriter just signs off as a ghostwriter, and you don't know that someone else actually wrote the book based on your ideas. So there are people on Fiverr who actually are there to provide ghostwriting, and it's legal. It's nothing illegal about it. People have ghostwriters all the time. A lot of times when we see, they say celebrity wrote this book based on blah, blah, I'm thinking, how do you have time to write a book when you're on stage 24/7 or whatever? And a lot of them have ghostwriters, or they will write along with a ghostwriter. A writer will write along with them, a professional writer, and guide them. But a lot of them just will have ghostwriters, and they will give the ghostwriter all the subject matter, and they'll go from there. Podcast writing, song lyrics, poetry. Let's see what else. Book editing. So those are some of the services that are offered on Fiverr: video animation, 3D animation, explainer, logo animation, social media videos, dance videos, image animation. Hey, I mean, it doesn't stop. The list goes. Like I said, I'd be here all night listening, sharing all the various services with you. And there's more. I don't even think this is all of the services that are being offered on Fiverr. Crowdfunding videos, cleanups, visual cleanup is like for a video. Let's see what else. Subtitles. So if you, like I'm doing a video right now, English, and I need subtitles for another language, and I can hire somebody who speaks that language to write subtitles for me. Let's see what else we have here. Real estate promos, video lessons. If you're trying to learn how to use the video, you're not sure what to do and how to do it and make that, you can actually hire someone to help you. Also, just some of the services that I've hired, I was looking at doing an Airbnb, but I needed some tips and strategies from someone who had actually been in the business. So I actually went on Fiverr and I found a consultant. So she set up a Zoom and gave me I told her what I was looking at and what I was interested in. And she gave me so many tips and so many strategies. I think, you pay for a 45-minute consultation or whatever. And I gave her the information prior so she knew what to look for. So we weren't on there just starting from scratch. So when I logged in, she knew exactly how to help me, and she'd already done some research, and it was so really very helpful. Also, you can have wedding vows written for you. I was doing a meditation channel at one time. I still love meditation, and I had hired someone to actually help me write some meditations, really soothing, calming meditations. Also, if you want to, I'm looking at possibly writing children's stories and getting someone to help me write children's stories, engaging children's stories. What else? I've had book designs created on Fiverr, hired individuals to create book designs. I also have hired individuals to do email campaigns for me. So hired someone to do research for companies that I was interested in reaching out to. So there's folks who will do what they call data mining, and then there's individuals who will actually do email campaigns and send out emails to individuals who might be interested in whatever service or whatever else you have. And the list goes on, and the services go on and on and on and on and on. So what I suggest you do, if you're not on Fiverr, even if you're on Fiverr, is to get out a pencil and paper. I don't know, maybe you want to do it on your phone. I'm a pencil and paper person. I'm a phone person to an extent, but I like to write things out and write down all your talents, all your abilities, all your experience, all your training. And then you might go on Fiverr after that and look up those different profiles of individuals, what they call gigs, that are selling those particular services or based on your experience and training, and see what they're saying. What kind of reviews are they getting? Are they making any money? Are they selling? So that will give you an idea of what direction you might want to go in. With Fiverr, you can start with 7 gigs initially. Gigs are actually items that you can sell or products that you can sell, services. And you start with 7, and you can write them all very detailed. And I actually am going to put a YouTube video together based on how to do an effective profile as well. And then, so once you write all this out and you start doing your research, so the thing I want to suggest is don't just hop on Fiverr and just say, I'll just, take my chances. Actually, before I got on Fiverr, I did a lot of research. I was contacting customer service, asking questions, and just reading and getting as much information as I possibly could. So when I actually decided to put my profile together on Fiverr to sell my services, I was, I had a pretty good idea of what was what. Still, I needed to contact customer service, and I needed to do some more reading. Customer service is excellent, by the way, and they will get back to you. It takes a minute. They'll usually send you a little automated message saying, we got your message, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Usually it's within 24 hours. They're very thorough, and they will answer any questions and give you a really good, uh, some really good insight into whatever question or confusion or whatever else you might have. Once you become a seller on Fiverr, you might have an issue or a question because something going on with the buyer, and they will actually explain to you and according to policy or whatever, Fiverr policy or whatever, to give you an understanding of what's what and who's who and what direction you can go in if there's any issues. So anyway, like I said, there's lots and lots. A to Z is being sold on Fiverr. Some stuff is silly. Some stuff is not silly. It's kind of so-so. Like I was looking on Fiverr just yesterday, and you can get a psychic reading. Individuals, you can ask someone to pray for you on Fiverr, and then of course on the far end of that spectrum, there are people who provide legal services, and I haven't looked yet, but I bet you any money there are doctors who are licensed who you can ask a question of, and then also I bet there are herbalists on here. If you say, well, I have this particular condition or situation, what can you offer or suggest? Not as a cure, because I don't think you can use the word cure, but what herbs or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure that's on here on Fiverr. So there's something for everybody, and something for everybody means that there's something for you to sell and offer. And so we'll talk more about that. But if you haven't, I wanted to say this too. I have created a tutorial that's organized 1 through 6 series. And I have covered very in-depthly different strategies and insights into being successful on Fiverr. So if you haven't checked that out, you will see on the video at the bottom in the far right corner, series number 1, series number 2, series number 3, all the way through number 6. And I have covered very in-depthly, didn't leave any stone left unturned, on tips and strategies on being successful. I like to call it a blueprint on how to be successful, or at least give yourself a running chance on Fiverr. As I said, I have, I have done a lot of trial and error, and I love sharing. I love people, and I'm sharing that information with you on the 1 through 6 series, aside from the videos that I'm doing now. All right, I think that's pretty much it. I'm hoping that I've gotten your creative juices flowing, or a sense of hope, motivated you to think about, let me try Fiverr. Let me do a little exploring to see if Fiverr is an area or place or platform that I can actually be successful. Again, like I said, I showed you my earnings. Let me grab it again. Almost $9,000. I'm not quite there yet, but I'll be there pretty soon if I keep plugging away and staying hopeful. But I didn't start off not $8,000 and some dollars. I didn't start there, And so, and like I said, this is not a get rich quick, go to sleep and wake up and there's $1 million in your bank account. It doesn't work like that. But it feels really good when you're providing a service, or you're selling a product or whatever, and you're able to have a happy buyer, And so you get a great, and if they give you a good rating and a great write-up, it feels really good. It's so rewarding. I've had my share, and I love it when I have my buyers express it through a great rating of 5 and give me a really good write-up, because I work really hard at earning that. All right, so that's it for now. Maria is going to sign off, and thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been informative for you, and that's it for now. So please check out my other videos and like and subscribe, and I will see you at the top. Bye bye for now. Maria signing off.